Hello guys, welcome to PixelVoiz, capturing spirit of the moment. I am your host Kushan Narangwala. If you're here for the first time, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you won't miss any future content. I am here to stimulate and motivate young photographers to continue their passion. Let's talk about some valuable content. Today we are going to talk about 5 most important factors you should consider before buying a new camera. Before we start our discussion, it's better you answer yourself, why do I need a camera? Even though there are many options in my life, rather than buying a new camera, I could spend some money on my education, or if you married, you have kids, you can spend them on your kids, and if you have extra money you can save them, or at least you can buy some furniture to your house. So why do I need to buy a dedicated camera? Let me help you with taking that decision. You might have a desire from your childhood. One day you want to become a photographer, capturing those beautiful moments in the wedding photography or in event photography, and take some beautiful landscape. Okay, that's the one reason I would encourage you to buy a dedicated camera. If you travel around the world, or if you're going around your country, then you might decide to collect those beautiful moments. Or you might experience in some social activities, like on the weekend going around the street and taking some strange photographs. You might hang around with your kids and the friends in the weekends, so you want to capture those beautiful moments you spend with your loved ones. Or who knows, you want to start that YouTube channel and start vlogging and putting some content to your YouTube channel. Or the last option might be you just a rich kid and you just want to spend some money. Hope now we have an answer why we need the dedicated camera. Now let's start going to talk about 5 most important factors you should consider before buying a camera. Okay, the first factor you should consider about is the camera brand, because your whole photography journey is starting with the brand you select today, and you can't change your brand time to time because of the things you invest in on your camera, especially on lenses and the skill you develop with the camera. And it might be hard to change in the future if you're going to change the brand. In the photography world, there's no such a good brand, or might be some popular brand, but if you get used to one brand, then that's your satisfaction. In the photography field, there's no such a huge amount of brand for selections. The common brand might be Canon, Nikon, Pentax, Olympus, Fujifilm, Panasonic, and the Sony. Make sure to consider the brand when you're buying a new camera. Okay, and the second main factor you should consider before buying a camera is the image sensor. What do you mean by image sensor? The image sensor is the heart of the camera. Just like any other sensor, its main duty is absorbing environment factors. Accuracy of the light is the key. In a camera sensor, it will absorb the light rays, comes through the lens, and send it to the camera processor. Then the camera processor processes all those raw data and show it on your camera screen. Or if you snap the finger, those information will save as a picture file in memory card. So good image sensor can absorb more light, more details like sharpness, contrast, depth of field, and accurate colors. The image sensor nowadays have 2 main varieties according to their size: full frame size of 35mm and the crop frame size of 24mm. And full frame cameras are better with taking more details of a photo due to their sensor size. Since full frame sensors allow camera to absorb more light, it will be really nice advantage when you're taking photos under low light situation. On the other side, crop sensor cameras are much cheaper and well enough for domestic user. And the third factor you should consider before buying a camera, the interchangeable lenses. Make sure you're buying a camera with variety of lenses available in the market, and the lenses price should be something affordable for your income. Otherwise it will be headache to buy a new lenses. So as example, Canon and Nikon lenses are much cheaper when comparing with Sony lenses prices. My advice is, even though there is a variety of lenses, just don't focus much on lenses soon after you buying a camera. Just practice with your kit lens, which means the lens comes with the camera, and after like one year or might be, or at least 6 months, you can decide on buying a new lens. And the fourth factor is the camera features. Here are some important camera features you should compare when buying a new camera. I have listed some few features you should consider when buying a camera. So let's list it down. Autofocus, steady shoot, and high speed shooting. Eye detection. In the nowadays camera have developed to not only the human eye, those cameras can detect even animals' eyes. And if you care much about YouTube or creating video stuff, then you should focus on 4K video recording, video stabilizer, and the dedicated mic jack. That might be very important when you're creating videos. Expandable memory, and it's better if you have a HDMI output. Consider about viewfinder quality and the monitor brightness, and if the monitor has a touch screen, that would be very nice advantage. And make sure to consider about built-in wireless connectivity, those Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Think about the battery life also. Make sure to there is a tripod socket, otherwise you will be doomed. And if you're going out, that's better if you have a weather-proof camera body. Okay, fifth and the final factor should be future-proof camera. So you're going to spend a whole lot of money, and what about if it cannot survive on the next 2-3 years? You know, the technology in this kind of field is improving very much fast. So your camera should be with you in the next couple of years. Otherwise it might be outdated and you might be worried. So make sure to consider about this very much. Do some research, read some articles, read some reviews, watch some YouTube reviews, ask from the professionals. Current scenario, there is 2 types of popular demanding for the camera, which is DSLR. You know about each very much, and the new technology is mirrorless cameras. DSLR is the history, and in the current scenario, the new technology has taken over the mirrorless cameras, which is the hybrid version of DSLR cameras and the so-called digital cameras. You might have seen those compact size digital cameras. My recommend is go for mirrorless camera if you can. If you cannot afford the mirrorless camera at now, just wait a moment, collect some money, save some expenditures, and go for a mirrorless camera. And the mirrorless cameras are the future. Okay guys, that's for our video today. And I have a bonus tip for you. Consider about these small factors when you're buying a new camera. If you're buying a camera in the seasonal periods of the calendar, like New Year, Christmas, some vendors are providing special discount and extra accessories. If you're in a budget, those small things can be very helpful. And make sure those camera vendor can provide camera bag or tripod, or at least memory card, some extra battery or battery charger, might be a cleaning kit or some discount like that. So make sure to keep that in mind also when you're buying a new camera. I prefer you to go for seasonal period like Christmas and the New Year, or else don't wait for the season. Or if you that much eager to buy a new camera, don't wait for the season, just go for it. That will be the best season you have. Oh, and make sure to consider about the after sale services. Okay guys, that's it for the today's video. So make sure to watch this video at least few times before going to buy a new camera. Okay, thanks for watching. See you again.